So, what is our knowledge in here of leg locks? We know hockey, we know our honeycomb, any of our leg laces. Very basic. Okay, so we're going to start out with, okay, cool. We're going to start out with an ashi brahmi or leg entanglement. So I'm going to have one foot. It's going to go under her butt. It's going to look like this. The other foot is going to rest on her hip. Some people will put their foot flat and smash them. I just kind of hook around their hip and I drive pressure with my heel into her hip, okay? So when it comes to just gripping, this is going to be the most maintained position we can have in our grip, right? Sometimes we'll see this, but I can hold this here forever, okay? So if you're looking just for the position and hold the position, maybe he or she is rolling, it's gonna be about here. Sometimes people will gable, will touch their breastplate like this, okay? Sometimes they'll put their hand here, this. It's all really based off of feel and touch. This is gonna be how we develop our games, these grips. With this, I want to tight pinch my legs, knees, pinching tight into her, okay? And I'm gonna fall to my side. If I have this right here, I'm gonna let it go here.
Does it create too much pressure?
Huh?
Does it create too much pressure when you fall over?
No, I'm looking to heel hook her in a second.
Oh, gotcha.
So this is gonna do something totally different here soon. But for right now, what I wanna look at with our partners is our foot placement could either be under her butt, to the side like this, right? This, it could literally be just traveling up her spine, right? So she'd be sitting on me. The only problem with that is sometimes there's a heel hook that will come off of that. So she's here, she'll sit on this, she'll grab with here. All right, heel hook, don't like that. So that's not how I choose to play it. And other people will go right here. For certain parts of my leg lock game, I really do prefer this. But for this belly down version of the heel hook that we're going to be looking at, I go here, okay? When I'm looking to drag her leg up like this, moving her leg up, I'll prefer this. I'll even go here where I'm grabbing. But right now, I like this. Explore the tightness of the position, your foot placement, up or down, okay? This foot placement, right here, here, or here, okay? This, as well as this, okay? I want us to just feel very tight in this position. This is gonna be a partner drill. I'm gonna want you guys to start talking to each other, all right? Just about how it feels, the pressure and the hold, okay? Partner up. 3, 1, 2, and. Alright. So we're gonna fall to the side right here. Okay? I want us to get really tight. What's gonna happen is he's gonna try to peel this off and hop around. Get on this leg, even put this leg past him, get this leg involved. It's gonna break everything down. I don't want any of this to happen. So, how I'm going to prevent that is keeping this pinched down, aimed at the mat, pinching down, right? I'm heavy here. I'm like a wet blanket on my top, right? I'm just putting as much bearing weight on his leg as possible. I'm gonna raise my hips. Ooh. See what that does? That presents his heel right there. Okay, my arm should just pop through. Should just pop through. So my elbow is right around the bend of his ankle. boom, just pop through. This hand grabs the heel. This hand grabs my watch. Like this. Okay? This is really important. New grip. That gable grip that we do is good. They pop out of it. They're not popping out of this.
During that quintet, a bunch of us kept doing that, popping it off with the elbow.
Yeah, this is not getting popped off. This is happening. Okay? So, everything after this point is very dangerous, guys. So, any amount of pressure, I don't want anyone to tap in pain. Any amount of pressure, even a pinch is too much. You tap. You feel it, you tap. Okay? The movement goes like this. I'm tight. Back here with my arm, right? Doing that same thing with the other arm back. I'm gonna look behind myself.
Oh, you went that way, huh?
Again, looking behind myself. I'm gonna drag my head across the mat. I'm not up. Everything's buried. Very heavy here. Okay? Any amount of pressure, any pinch, just tap. That's more than enough, okay? On 3. 1, 2, and is I'm going to pop this through and come to the inside position. Now, when we're looking at heel hooks, this is the best. This is the strongest. Problem with it is this leg, it can defend. Okay? So, if we bring it through, boom. So one more time, come through. I'm going to muscle beach and bend this up. So we just do this, it's gonna be little here. But muscle beach, move my hand into position. Grab, see, right here. Now I'm just gonna rock the baby. Okay? Rock the baby. Now, that is gonna let a heel pop out. Rock the baby, right? Rock the baby, just small motion. It's connected to our body. It's very tight there. Again, here's one piece that everyone will mess up on. When I'm here, I pop. I don't let this leg get strong. I bring it here, right? Sometimes you'll get strong right here, right? And now I can't bring it across, so just straighten out your leg, get the boot on and stuff. Okay? We drag it across our body, keeping it weak. Boom. Muscle beach. Go around, grab, rock the baby. This is gonna happen fast. This leg is in play. This leg is gonna be this defensive leg. Okay? Does that make sense, guys? So, let's get it on 3. 1, 2, and. So, boom. Now we're coming here. So, we're here. I'm gonna pass it one more time. I'm gonna take this leg and I'm gonna stomp through. I'm gonna come up and grab. Okay? So when he tries to get strong in this position, he cannot. This is just gonna be for a second until I can get this. Okay?
What do you call in that position?
Almost game over.
This is leg lace.
Leg race?
Leg lace. It is gonna go to a game over. We're gonna come here. Here, tighten our legs, get to the side. Either go cord grip or this grip. Either one is great here. Right here. Boom. Boom. But that was a lot of steps, so we're gonna bring it down really slowly. So we're here to the inside. We're gonna pass through one more time. Lifting our hips, pushing through, grab it.
You secure in the vine before the pass?
Huh?
You secure in the vine before the
Yeah.
pass? Okay.
So right here, my hips, coming up, getting behind the shin, right? So even if he wanted to get strong, he has a lot of body to work through before that happens. Coming up, grabbing this. Right here, okay? This is where I want us to stop. It's pretty doable, right? So one more time. We're on this inside position. Come up with our hips, put our body between the shin and escape, right? So he's gonna want to do this. Get strong here, right here. Coming up, getting tight, right? Alright guys, something is reaped. Something is reaped. And or something is reaped. At this point, the heel hook presents itself much more than the ankle lock. This heel, you can see it, right? The ceiling can see it. Once you can see that the heel sees the ceiling, not like this, but like this, that's what I mean by that statement. We always attack. Okay, so if you are playing IBJJF, keep it on the non-reap side, ankle lock. I don't know, I just feel like if it's reap, man, just heel hook. That's what reaping is made for. It is made for the heel hook attack, right? The security that we need to properly heel hook. So on this side, if there's no leg over, all good. But once we have any amount of reap, just heel hook. Yeah. I was just talking to Rick. So I was just talking to Rick about how leg locks, how they play out in my head. I think of leg locks as good, in a good jujitsu way. So I'm trying to get the best type of position. Oftentimes where we find legs is when we're not able to pass, right? When we're shooting to a leg. So when it comes to the dominance of position, it is kind of backwards. They have a really weird place that they fit into jiu-jitsu. But what we are trying to do here is just get to the idea that this is a position. This is not a place that we just shoot for something crazy, right? We want security. We want to be really tight and have real good connection to our opponent. So from here, I'm going to shoot this one through, come up. I'm going to tighten my legs here. Right, so I'm coming up. I'm going to go over, under, over. Over, under, over. It cannot be this way. Get your leg out. No, just pull it out. Can't be that way. So bring your leg back. Pull out the leg. Okay?
Come on, Josh, pull it out.
So that is the difference. Pull it out.
Yeah, completely releases it.
Pull it out. No. Okay. So right now I'm on the wrong hip. Go to the right hip.
Okay.
Now I'm exactly where I want to be. Right here. No good. Just here. Get heavy and grab this. Right? And then again, lock the baby. That's it. Not a big movement, guys. Not a big movement. Get tight. I don't want to see space here. That's not good. I don't want to see a bunch of space back here. Everything's tight. I don't have problems if I'm playing heel hooks to neck crank a guy or to spinal lock a guy, and that's kind of where this is going to turn pretty quickly. I'm gonna get my game over, right? I like to stay in a range where he can actually grab me. He'll grab my hand, and I'll grab his head.
Oh, slick.
So again, I'll let him grab me. I'll work to the inside, so grab me with both. Yeah, so even if he wants to, I'll just go over, right? If I can, I'll grab like this. I'll even just grab can opener stuff.
That's a
Okay?
neck crank?
That's attacking his
It's
attacking
the knee.
No, it's a spine.
So it's going to be a spinal lock. It's also going to be a neck crank. This is our nuclear option in this position. If he's not letting us get this, he's fighting our grips. Cool. Grab my head, man. Cool. Thank you. Just bring him into us. It's gonna. You'll all feel it. You need to be really kind to your partners in this one. Okay. So, and then after that, we're gonna put the whole series together, ending in this crank. Leg. So, the first heel hook we hit, we bury the leg. It's very hard for him to get back. We come through. This is one of the strongest heel hooks we have. We go through again. This is, without argument, the strongest heel hook, right? One of the most secure positions. The problem with game over is there's no exit strategy here, guys. If he gets out somehow, this is a scramble. I don't know where this ends, okay? So that will deter a lot of people from playing this just because there's not as many transitions into other positions if this position fails, okay?
Have you ever gotten to game over and had it fail?
Huh?
Have you ever gotten to game over and had it fail?
Has there been any high-profile matches where people get out? Like, have you follow the scene? Do people ever get out of that much?
I don't see it. And the only times I've got there and I let it fail once I'm there to see where it may go. No, I don't. If I'm playing to get there, to solidify the position, to get the submission, if everything's set in place, it usually has a pretty high percentage of a finish. Yeah. So, any other questions, guys? What were you saying?
No, I was.
Yeah, it's just.
I wouldn't worry about where it goes. That'd be like getting flood insurance when I live in the hills. I ain't worried about it. It's,
I would say if we're looking at submission-only tournaments, we could find Game Over or Sambo. There are some shoot guys that do stuff that's this or very similar to this. So, but as for like, many people get out of it, not that I can even think of. I can't even think of one. Yeah. So now we're gonna look at a little bit of funness right here. This is a catch wrestling move. A lot of people don't know it. I love it a lot. It really doesn't have a position that we find it in. We find it kind of in this circumstance. So we're gonna be up with our partner here, and I'm gonna bring him here. This is where I find this, right? So in a passing position, I pin this down, I find this toe. That's it. This is gonna happen quick, guys. This is not, and when I get this, okay, so boom. I smash across here, right? If anyone needs to feel it, I'll come by. Sucks. This is gonna happen real quick. It's gonna be like a toe fold too. Okay, I'm taking the toes and I'm peeling them up. Okay, this is gonna be just really quick. So that's how it's gonna have to happen because the guy, his defense is gonna be this, which is gonna let me pass. That's why I do this one. But we have to know how to do this to get the clean, smooth pass that we're looking for. So he's gonna, again, kick out. Yeah. He's gonna get his leg out of my way. But right now, we need to work this. Just this right here. Okay. Again, he's gonna kick through. Boom. And I'm gonna pass off of it. Let's work the submission. Okay? On three. 1, 2, and. else on the mat. This is just good reaction. It's a good way kicking that leg out, okay? From there, knee slice, back step, whatever you want to do. Just player's choice from there. See you. Now I'm going to show a way into a honey hole that I use a ton. So I've been getting into this series of passing where I'm coming to a knee slice position, right? So our leg is going to be up kind of as it would be in a knee to belly. It's not down here, it's not here. I'm not doing the macho man. You can see the inside of my knee, right? It's facing the ceiling. I find this right here. This is really good. Thumbless grip. Try to extend it as much as possible. So the rule in half guard, or anything that resembles half guard, is whoever's winning this underhook battle wins, right? That's what we've been explained for like ever. It's not so much that I need to win this battle. He needs to win this battle. So if I take my underhook here, it denies him his underhook, okay? I can begin to pass without my underhook. How I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna clamp into his body here. I'm gonna find my head here, and I'm gonna begin to drive. He's going to feel this and start to push with this hand. He's gonna come up on his elbow, come here, step over. Okay? Right here, guys. This is super important. If I do this, he's gonna grab this arm every time, right? If he is here, and I have rested my weight here, I can set up the whole of the movement, right? And give him no opportunities to come up. He will always be multiple steps behind. He'll be so far behind in this hand. He can just be secure, out of the way. Even to my body, it doesn't really matter. I'm just preventing him from getting it coming up. How I was taught it originally, we'd come here, right? I'd step back. He's gonna grab my arm around this time. I'm gonna fall back. And there's a lot of things we can do from here one-handed. I like both my hands, right? So here, pick the leg. It's a scooping motion. Okay? So one more time. And here, okay? I want a good staple on this. I don't want him to just be able to peel his leg out. I want him to have to respect what I'm doing here. This, right?
You're sitting on your heel, correct?
Huh? Yeah.
Deny
Right
that
here.
space.
Yep. He's just not getting out of this. It's a good staple, good pin. Right here. Thumbless grip. Not here. Okay. This is one of those weird positions. He starts moving. I break my thumb here, get tennis thumb, right? Come here. Start looking for this. He's gonna push. Okay? Any questions? No? On three. 1, 2, 3. Use just, so do the step through. So you're gonna be here and you're gonna step through. If I know what I'm doing and I'm not putting the weight, I'm gonna take this leg and I'm gonna get behind this leg. So do everything the same. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just moving him away.
So you put your hook behind his calf, it looked like, right?
So yeah, if I get here, he locks his legs, right? Now we're in a quarter kind of mount. So if I go here, I'm in quarter mount. So boom. So this is gonna be important for us. Okay, this is near everything. Boom. Coming here. He has to push. Just gonna give me this. Boom. Right? Now I'm pin his hips and his arm. Okay? One thing that I've seen a lot of us do is keep this leg in. Don't keep it in. Kick it through. Okay? That makes sense, guys? Yeah. So for our partners, make sure we're locking this because he's not going to want us to pass. Okay? So this is what he's going to do. This is good jujitsu. For us as Ukis, we need to train him with good jujitsu. If we don't lock our legs, this is all going to fall apart. Okay? So we're here, coming here. He's pushing. Boom, redirect. Coming through, picking up. Okay? So honey hole, this is the most basic entry we have. Okay?
Oh.
So from here, we're going to look at an entry that's slightly modified from a knee bar entry that we oftentimes will see done. So I'm going to push this here. That's it. Okay? So he's in this good knee shield, right? When we're looking at what the knee shield is doing, it's putting two pieces together. In his hip or in my hip, there's a bulge that comes out. It's like this, right? In this knee, the bottom of the knee, there's a place that goes in. These two places will comfortably fit together, okay? So all I'm doing is this, just to remove that pressure. Now I'm going to spin around with my leg. I'm going to scoop underneath his knee.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Sorry. You saw it.
One time. Boom. Again, I'm going over this knee, combines behind his knee. I'm going to lift his far side hip by doing this. Up, right? This leg is going to be hooked. So if for whatever reason he starts moving out, this catches him. Okay? Yeah? And then again, we have our heel hooks. Any questions? A little bit more dynamic. This is from, so there's a knee bar from here, and I think we should all see it at least. Yeah? So instead of taking the knee bar, we go in for our honey hole. Start hunting that heel right off. Okay? Let's get it on 3. 1, 2, 1. Like it would be the exact opposite. So some of the commonplace things that I've seen is us doing this. Don't do that. Go here. Sliding out. Sliding up. On the knee. And right there. Well, this, if he knows what he's doing, he's going to try to keep these together so they are protecting one another. If I can somehow do this, awesome. More than likely, we're going to end up somewhere here. Okay? So we're not in this knee slice position anymore. We're here. Okay? So a few more those little pieces in line. Okay? Nice, just slow working move. You don't have to do that spin super fast. Any questions on it? All right. I'm going to use you. I'm
Okay.
Use you for that. The last one that we did within our delegate. So we're going to go from a half guard. He's going to stand up, which is going to put us into a reverse El Hiva position. From reverse El Hiva position, we're going to get a days. I think it's a ghost streak. And we're gonna throw him into a saddle or honey hole, whatever.
What was the first word you call it said?
Ghost
First-
streak. A ghost streak.
Ghost freak.
Hot pepper.
Yeah. So we're here, and he's just gonna stand up on us. All right, just here. So from here, I'm gonna take this hand, and I'm gonna pull it through. This leg usually is gonna find its way up here. It's gonna move across to here. I'm gonna lock my hand. Very important, guys. Very, very important. This leg's gonna kick out. Boom.
That was slick.
So, again, we're here, he stands up, boom. We want our partner, so if you move a little further out, yeah. This is usually what we're gonna see. I'm gonna shoot this through. This foot is gonna be on the hip, it's gonna come through to the other hip, right? Once the hands are clasped in this gable grip fashion, move is done. This leg is going to extricate itself. I'm going to walk the opposite way. Okay. I'm going to look for the heel hook on the way down. So when you are working with your partner to give him the best rep you can, you're going to be here. This is it. Okay? And we're going to see this a lot in this passing game. And then you're going to let him, boom, bring his leg through, over, extricate. Good. All right. Any questions? This looks fancy. Once we get these grips in place, once we get that leg over, boom, it's done. He's gonna become super weightless. That leg coming, you know, just kind of, I don't know, it moves itself out of place. Even if they grab your head, it's gonna work. I've had it work. You grab my head, you grab my elbows, you grab anything. As long as I get this ghost streak underneath his leg, we're golden, okay? On three. 1, 2, and a lot easier when you see it than when you do it. You're like, there's something wrong here, I'm slipping. And then reverse Salahiva is really difficult to get down because they're shooting through to a knee slice, right? That's why we do reverse Salahiva, okay? So he either comes up, right, from a like half guard, he just doesn't want anything to do with your half guard. Comes up, you get it, and or he starts slicing through, right? You see both of these. And again, we have that situation where it gives us a reverse Salahiva. Another thing with reverse Salahiva, away from the grips that I was telling you, do not let your knee touch the mat. Your knee is always up, okay? You're always putting tension and pressure into that hook. Okay? So...
Inside leg is the one you're referring to, correct?
So, use you. We're gonna look at another honey hole entry. This one comes off of a knee bar, right? So, I get this knee bar and he gets my leg. This is good defense, by the way. If this happens, you're kind of screwed for the arm bar. But what you can do, I'm gonna start to rock him this way. And I'll do it a few times, and I feel comfortable, come through. So, we're here. I like this a lot where I'm tight. I always threaten this slicer here. If they give it to me, great. If not, whatever. But I'm always threatening this kind of slicer just with our arms. Can't get it, that's fine. He gets this, however. Big thing about this, guys, I need to see this, so it can't be down here. Okay, so lock up. I can't get the scoop I need. I need him here. So I'm gonna just start rocking his body right? If at any point he starts coming up with that motion, get heavy, okay? We are controlling this rock. He's gonna wanna do it so he can start to like stack or begin to stack, begin to pass me. I don't want any of that to happen, right? I get the Rhonda going on, okay? She's done this a ton, I think we can call it the Rhonda. So this, that's it. Super easy, guys. I get a lot. So, we have a lot of guys who know I play a lot of arm bars, and this is one of the best ways to really stop the arm bar from happening. But we can make this a honey hole. So let's work it a few times. All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3. That I know. So that's the one that I planned for. All the others I have pretty good answers to. That one for months and months, like 6 months, I didn't know how to defeat it at all. So that's seen a few videos on it, and I came up with a few details on my own. And that's what it is. So now we're gonna look at K control or K guard, and we're gonna do just one move from there, okay?
Okay.
So we could either get K control. So actually here, we're gonna start from half guard. We could get a K control from a half guard, from a full guard. You'll see what I mean. It all falls in to itself. So this is K control, guys. This is it. Alright? So again, everything is the same. I really want to emphasize this foot with you guys today. This is no drive. No drive here. Right here. There's a lot of drive here. So I like to encourage my opponent to kind of come into me, and as he comes into me, I let that leg go, and I get this. I get a low K control or K guard. I let him get his underhook. Boom. Right here. So I could either shoot into guard with an overhook if this ever gets dangerous for me, guys. Right? And or I come through, swing, boom, scoop grip. Yeah? And or sometimes it will end up here in this reverse 50-50.
Hello. Wow.
So when I do this, I really take this overhook super seriously. Like, one, it has a mirror lock that I really like off of this, right? 2, it gives me the opportunity to go to a guard, and it is very hard in the upper belts to ever even get to a full guard. So he goes here, I go. So this knee's placement is important. It's not to the outside of his knee, it's the inside.
It's on the mat, right?
Yeah, the inside, right? So now I come here, I can keep weight off of me till I go here. Okay? Any questions? K control or K guard really rocks, guys. It's going to give us an opportunity to 1, hit a mirror lock, 2, get a guard, or 3, start hunting for the legs right off the bat. I'll show you where the mirror lock is. We're not really going to hit it today, but you can just see it. Boom, boom. So if ever I feel like his underhook is too threatening to me, I'm going to come out. I'm going to just scoop enough to get this. Yeah? So, scoot enough to get this. A lot of people like this lock. bother with it. I grab here and here. Now I shoot back in to a guard.
Oh, that looks nice.
Okay? So, but today, not really our concern. We're just gonna be here. I find utilities and peel them over. Right? You think we got that, guys? Right, one, two. So I use a lot of K-guard in my, I guess, last 6, 7 months. Neil
Neil Melanson?
Uh-huh.
The Hayabusa guy.
Hayabusa. Yeah. So he's a GoCore guy. He credits this to GoCore. I've seen in like 92, 93, pretty long time ago, they were hitting this in competition, some of his guys. So I believe it came from him. Giles, he does this. Yeah, he does this a ton. He has a lot of really good stuff on it. I do a lower version than he does. He brings his leg up pretty high. So,
This one?
huh?
This one or this one?
The, can I use you? He'll play it a little bit more like this,
Oh, okay.
okay?
Oh, interesting.
So, but, I mean, I play it for different reasons than he does, and how we play a little different. So, yeah, I'm always kind of hunting for the guard from there. So now we're gonna switch it up, and we're gonna go into some lockdown stuff. I got about 3 lockdown things that I want to show today.
Stay as long as you want them. That's my faith.
Okay, awesome. Do we have a good grasp, understanding of lockdown, guys? We all need a general knowledge of lockdown, or at least be with partners who know lockdown. So raise your hand if you have no idea about lockdown. No idea. Okay, you and you, I'm gonna want you guys to split up and get partners that have a good extensive knowledge of lockdown, okay? But we're still gonna explore lockdown, how it looks, how I play it. So this is gonna be a half guard. This outside leg comes in, inside leg goes under, hooks in place, I extend. This is very basic lockdown control position. Right now, I want us to look at these grips. See grips under the armpits, and we're just gonna learn how to move our opponent. All right? Calf guard. Whip up, whip down. Actually, time in place. Bring them in over us. All right? So, with our partners, let's just work on these whips. Let's get our legs into the idea of lockdown. Let's get our tightness in the position. One thing that I want us to think about, a lot of people, they think that lockdown is extending this leg to tighten. Do not do that. Extend this leg. That will make this much tighter than if we extend this leg. Inside leg extends, okay? This is going to make the position tight. So with your partner, all 3. So one of the ways we find people beating our lockdown be here is they will put this foot on the top of. We've seen this, guys, right? This is really good defense. I'm going to take this foot and I'm going to pull it through, grab the knee, bring it up, find this heel hook. Okay? One more time. This is going to be here. I'm going to take this foot, pull it through, find the knee, pull it through. Okay? We can also find this in kind of where we are, like an old school, right? Boom, boom. So we can find it in these 2 places. either when he's defending or like, again, that old school pass from the lockdown. I want us to look for both of them, try it both a few times, okay? And then we're gonna go to the opposite side and we're gonna hit a hip lock from here and then Ashigarami, I believe, okay? On three, 1, 2. What I mean by that is everything's the same with exception of this.
Oh God,
Yeah?
that's awesome.
Okay? Now we're getting, everything's tight. Tension in the system, guys. Okay? We don't want to have to go very far with this movement. Now, we're going to look at the far side options. A lot of people go only for this electric chair series, and they don't do anything on the other side. Well, today, we're going to do stuff on the other side. He's going to be here. I'm going to take his foot and I'm going to throw him down. So one more time. I get to this side. I'm his foot. Throw him down. If I can, I'll make his face plant to the mat. Here and here. Extend. Hip lock.
That looks terrible. It is.
He looks amazing.
Okay? So one more time. We're going to come here. This is called push the button, Max. Push the button. Grab, grab. Okay?
And that does tweak the knee a little bit, huh?
This is gonna be a hip lock, mainly. If you do it right, it's gonna hit the knee maybe, but the hip is what we're attacking here.
Gotcha.
So, any questions? All right, guys. On 3, 1, 2, 1.